I'm gonna water the plants. Those are dead. Here's something else with the recycling. Thank you. All right. Wait, what were you saying? Oh, you were saying holy shit. How are you?
Hi.
Good talk. What was your question?
Hi, I really did have a question.
Oh.
So, after you directed your first episode with Supernatural and they had a great time pranking you on the set, and we all have all heard wonderful stories about that, I was curious how excited you were to direct more episodes.
I faced the prospect of another directing opportunity with trepidation, to say the least. But, you know, excitement. Fear and excitement are such close, similar states, you know. So it's a combination of the two, and I can't quite figure out where the line is going. It's funny. It's a funny situation because directing on Supernatural as my first big directing thing was a great opportunity because I know all of the cast and I know all of the crew and I know the show really well, so I know a lot about how it goes. And that makes it a lot easier, and not only that, but I feel like everybody knows that I haven't directed before, so I don't have to pretend that I know what I'm doing, and I can ask a lot of questions, and people will be helpful, and they'll say, yeah, no, it's done a completely different way. They'll say things like, oh, we never realized you were this stupid. You know, friendly stuff like that. But at the same time, I also go into it knowing that there's there's obviously a very real chance that I will be killed by Jared or Jensen in some sort of horrible, cruel prank gone wrong that is lurking around every possible corner. So it's you know, there's some good and there's some bad that come with it. I really did devote this is not a joke, a significant portion of my mental energy to defensive moves while I was directing. All right, I was calculating. I knew that they were going to try to mess up my apartment. And by mess up, I don't know. I just knew that someone told me. Luckily, I had a couple of moles, and they're like, "Listen, whatever you do not leave your keys lying anywhere. Park as far from Crew Park as you can, and do not let anyone get into your apartment." Got it. Thank you. So I told the person at the desk in our condo building, don't let anyone in. I don't care if they say they're delivering something. I don't care if they say they're my mother. I don't care if it is my mother. They're not going in. And I parked as far away. I walked a long way from where I parked to get to the studio because I didn't want Jared to get into my car. Like on the last day of shooting last year, he put a few pieces of fish under my seat. when he knew that I was about to park my car for the next couple of months. You know, what happens in a hot car like in June with fish under the seat? So I knew. Luckily, I found it because the car smelled like fish immediately. So the story doesn't end as badly as it could, but I knew that real things could happen like that. So anytime that Jared was on set or when they were both on set together, I was alert. I was like a ninja. And I've told this story before, so I apologize for telling it again. But one day Jared was shooting and he was in the first scene. And normally for the first scene, we're still like in the hair and makeup trailer, putting on all our makeup and fixing our hair and chatting, catching up on current events. We sort of take our time for the first little bit of the morning, and it takes long enough for us to get to set that they usually like to block that scene without us if they can, so that by the time we get there, they're actually ready to shoot. And Jared, we were getting ready to block, and Jared shows up on set.
Oh, crap.
And everybody, not only me, but everybody was like, oh shit. What's he doing here? What's he doing here? Dude, Jared's here. And we all knew, something's wrong. something is dead wrong because Jared does not come in for a blocking when he doesn't need to, so watch your back. And I actually think he was just trying to scare me because he didn't do anything. But he knew the fear was palpable and he knew that I was there. So anyway, thank you for bringing up that painful subject.